couple of 90 days intervals showing what the like new onboarding agents
Yeah.
for the listing side, the buyer side,
ISA,
off side.
yeah.
I think that's a bit more details. It's really helpful to help us know what
Like
we
what
should
you
do
should
on
do
daily
every
basis,
day.
right?
Yeah, it's just my personal and team experience to run of an everyday hour rundown. So starting in the beginning, we want to have a lot of lead gen. This is let's say daily is cold call, warm call, follow-up hours. So these are 3.5 plus 1 hour of door knock. This is 5.5 hours. And you will have a little bit, you want to leave a little bit time of training, admin, meetings, whatsoever. So I want to be as realistic as possible. I don't want anybody to be burned out. And then for going all the way when you're seasoned, ISA, maybe, I don't know if you guys know, ISA is an internal sales associate. In any other market, ISA is an entry-level job. You don't even need a license in some companies. In Bay Area, Silicon Valley, I think I'm the ISA. ISA is the highest level job that anybody can achieve because you need
Would it be possible to get a copy of that?
Yeah, sure, yeah, I'm happy to share.
I went up for you
I was gonna say, could you say that one more time, because I loved it so much.
ISA is the highest level of productivity in Silicon Valley. Yeah.
At the same time, it can be an entry-level position that can position you to be at the top. Two of my best producing team agents, I don't bring in brand new agents, so I would say you need to work in the inside sales seat for like 9 to 12 months. And we've seen, if they have the skills to talk to people and they're willing to do the work, it's probably the best position to start in real estate. Both my agents came out of the gate doing between 20 and 30 transactions their first year because of inside sales. Two things that they developed. They developed a language of real estate, right? Because as a new agent, you might talk to 20 people a month. I mean, if you're bold, you're cranking it out, but the average agent might talk to 20 people a month. They're talking to 20 people a day, right? So they learn the language. They also build the habit, they build the muscle of picking up the phone, texting, calling, having those conversations, so they don't have any resistance to it. So they go from calling 6 hours a day to calling 2 hours a day. Because prospecting 2 hours a day will make you $500,000 to $1 million a year in this business.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. The largest team in California, Lansloken.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have.
That's their system.
Yeah, that's their system. I think that would be one system that we want to refer to in the future growth. What they do is 2 layers are shared, ISA and TC. And then between their teams of buyer agent showing specialist, listing agent, listing partner in multiple teams. And they have about 80 people and doing about 3,000 transactions a year. So it's pretty cool.
Sorry, we had another question back here around how you run the split. So how you run the split is so your agent will split with Keller Williams first, whatever, 70-30, let's say. Then you will do 50-50 with your team. Is that how it works?
Yeah. I guess because of the production, we have a team cap.
It's a little different structure, right?
Right. So we, as team, we pay a big amount to Keller Williams, and the team agents, they pay to us with a very small fraction. We don't put as a percentage. I want to protect everyone to make them feel they're not liable for the whole organization, but also it also offers the team to have an opportunity to have more income if we grow the team. So far we're giving them kind of like a percentage of their transaction with a lower cap. So for example, they used to give 30-70 up to 18,000 to Keller Williams. Right now they're about 12,000 to us. Yeah, this Q&A should really go at the end, right? We can continue. Any questions?
What is the best system that you have in place that helps you with the team?
I like our open house system, because it's a true leverage of everyone. So buyer agents get to, they don't have to talk to their family, friends every day saying, hey, are you buying or selling? Are you buying or selling? They can leverage the listing agent's, open house and meet, clients. And of course, they are obligated to loop in new leads as well. And then listing agent can benefit from there. Operational system can set up the marketing to be the perfection, so this runs as a perfect cycle.
Awesome, well, let's give her a hand.
Thank you so much, Wen Guo. Thank you. I can't wait to hear what next level I should go to.
Alright. Well, cool. Before, actually, I got kind of an idea to pivot a little bit. When I came in this morning, I didn't prepare a presentation because I often find that sometimes it's most valuable if we have a conversation. Because I want to make sure in the time that we have left for what that I have to share, that I deliver what all of you came for. So I have plenty of ideas to share about secrets to success, but I do want to make sure. So if there's something that you're struggling with in the business or you're thinking about that will take your business to the next level, I'd love to get 5 or 6 of those questions. And if you wouldn't mind maybe pulling up a Google Doc and we could just type those out, that would be great. Just make sure that we hit on those before we finish today. So let's hear it. What are some of the things that you guys are thinking about, struggling with? What do you think it is that's going to make? Yeah, great. And your name?
I'm John St. Clair III. I'm here in Palo Alto. We are looking to go to the next level. I've been in this for a very long time. Last couple of years, we rebranded, and so most of public is kind of out of our database. But I'm looking to go to the next level of production, and I'm just not really sure how to do it. I do not cold call.
Okay.
I used to back in 1994, and I was good, but I don't do it anymore. And I don't have a lot of belief in cold calling, and I know that's contrary to what the industry says. And working the eyeball to eyeball.
So John's question is, how do I go to the next level of my production without cold calling? Anybody else feel like that or want to know that? Okay, good. So how do I go to the next level without cold calling? Oh, right. So, do you have a pen at the bottom? Next level without cold calling. What's another one? Without cold calling. What's another question that one of you guys have? Yeah, in the back. Your name?
Michael Tamori from Palo Alto.
Hey, Michael.
Got a quick question. It's just finding the right agent to bring into your team. That has been my main issue.
Finding the right agents
Finding
to
the
build
right
your
agent,
team?
like, do you need somebody like fresh, like just starting, or you bring in semi-seasoned
Okay.
agent to your team?
Great.
Because semi-seasoned has different structure already built in it, so.
Okay, great. What's another one? Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ernie Martinez. I'm with Century 21, Silver Creek, San Jose. So my question is, if I'm going to a listing presentation, and there's 3 or 5 of us getting an interview, what is a good tip there?
Okay, if I'm going into a competitive listing,
Yes.
any
Any good tips that would help?
listing freezo. Well, first, I won't answer the question in full now, but one of them is know your competition.
That's right.
Right, know your competition. We'll take 1 or 2 more and then we'll dive in. Yeah. Your name?
Yeah, my name is King, with the Keller Williams, keynote. So my question is, when you start a team, what do you think is the most important thing to start? Did you start from admin first, then the agents? Or when you have a couple agents, then, what's your next strategy? Have more agents or increase the ops team, or like, how do you level up from a very small team to a bigger team?
Awesome. we'll touch on that, and actually, I'll provide a copy of this. This is a roadmap. So to answer her question, she says, I wanna start a team, what do I start with first? Do I start with admin, do I start with agents? And I have a copy that we'll share with this at the end. This is the 7 stages of a real estate business. I'm a Keller Williams, I was kind of born and bred in KW. I said I didn't start with my story. I got started in real estate in 2008. I actually, prior to real estate, coming out of college, I worked for this guy, motivational trainer, Tony Robbins, right? Spent 2 years working with him, and then started a financial services business. And I had that business for 3 years, and this kind of leads into like what Gwen talked about, is having a big why. So I sold that business, and because what happened was I just realized I had 350 clients after 4 years. We were forming corporations and limited liability companies for business owners, but mostly for mom and pop real estate investors. And after 3 years, like I started seeing a pattern. I was like, okay, I had probably my top 10 clients were people in their mid-50s. They owned a portfolio of rental properties, maybe somewhere between 6 and 15 rentals. They had a multiple 7-figure net worth. They had 20 to 50,000 a month coming in passive income. And they weren't doctors, and they weren't lawyers. And I was like, you know what, that's a pretty good plan. What was your secret? One of them said, I went 1975, I went to a real estate seminar, and they said, just buy 1 house per year and don't sell your properties. Right? And so I'm the kind of person, and Tony Robbins teaches that success leads to clues. So I go, okay, I want to go into real estate. But I didn't feel comfortable going into real estate, honestly. I didn't know why. The show, everybody see the show Modern Family? You guys know Phil Dunphy? Like, that was my conception of a realtor, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do real estate, coming from financial services. So I actually went in and I became a lender. Started on the mortgage side of the business. And I got going, and I got recruited by a sales development team that was building a sales team for a mortgage company in Los Gatos. And my second week in the business, the guy gives me the list, right, of the top 100 agents in the county. And he's like, these are who you want to get in business with, because if you try to build your business around refinances, as rates go up and down, as we've seen, you're going to be starving, and you want to get in good with the top realtors. So we sat down and figured out a strategy. Well, how could I help? And this is kind of a success principle number 1. Whoever you're interacting with, how can I add value to that person? How can I add value? Because money is just a scoreboard for the value you bring. One of my mentors taught me that when I was chasing money, and chasing money. He goes, Brett, stop chasing money. Right? Add value. Just focus on adding value. If you add as much value to every person you interact with, the money will take care of itself. Money is just a scoreboard for the value you bring. So in this conversation, we're like, okay, how can I add value to these lenders? So well, I got this coaching background from Tony Robbins, so we created this little session, and I would basically call him and say, hey, look, I'm a lender. I'm hosting a real estate investor meetup. I get 3 times a month, looking for a good lender. I'd like to meet with you and talk to you about growing your business. So I sat down with him. It took me 8 weeks, but I met with 42 of the top 100 agents in the county. Okay. 2 things happened. I realized, wow, like top agents, they aren't like Phil Dunphy. These people are like pretty smart, pretty cool. They got good lifestyle. And the other thing I realized was that real estate was just a completely different, more dynamic industry than I thought it was. So at any rate, as chance or fate would have it, I'm like 3 months now into the mortgage business, and September 15th, 2008 occurs. Now, that may or may not be a date in your mind like September 11th, 2001, but anybody know what that date was?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Bear Stearns collapsed, and that was the beginning of the Great Recession. My wife was 8.5 months pregnant, and it's kind of an oh shit moment, honestly. It was like, okay, if you were new in mortgage, you could not get any loans done. But as chance would have it, one of the agents that I met with was a Keller Williams agent in Campbell by the name of Dave Keefe, and he was a real estate investor, a developer, and a top agent. And he said, you know what? I like you. You're pretty smart. You're aggressive. I think you would do well in real estate. You should join my team. And although I could have been an individual agent, I could have easily gone on and just been an individual solo agent. I took a page out of Tony Robbins' book. He said, you know, if you want to get somewhere faster,
model success of other people. So I jumped on Dave's team and I did 12 transactions my first year. And the second year, Dave decided to leave the team. But that was by the way, that was my first phase of my big why. Is there any extra water back there? Can I get one?